touchdown. Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Purdy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 5. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. They go play action now. Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Second half begins with a run by Robinson to about the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Robinson up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jennings. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And some room to work. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Jones flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete, now race for the marker. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
I know every head coach keeps one of those charts that says when to go for 2, when to go for 1 after a touchdown, about what point in the game and what the score is. Do they have one about when to fake a field goal? Because 4th and 10, if that chart it really does exist, it probably says don't do it.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 yards. That's usually when you see the fakes. 4th and 10. The element of surprise, and it worked.
Sometimes you take your chart and just tear it up and go.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ced Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Gregory Rousseau able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You look at this Carolina defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here is 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st down, Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Throwing here, Purdy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Purdy from the gun. This to Laporta, right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wilson going to keep it on the option. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. Jennings lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 37 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. 7
yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Isaiah Pacheco.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Well, this is caught by Williams.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Wilson's going to hold on to it.
Oh, what a move. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got this complete to Williams.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Jamison Williams,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Jet sweep now. Here's Collins. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop, They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. All the option left, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now an injured player here will get a stoppage, and they're attending to Mac Jones, the quarterback, from the 22 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got his man. It's Wilt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.